10, 11 o'clock. That's going to be harder that way around because of the fact that it's that little extension piece of slippery timber.
Not too bad.
That's good.
So feel that pressure on the inside of my thumb.
Good. That's a good thing. You want to really kind of really maximise that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
An extra 10?
No. 5 kilos is that's a big jump.
Okay.
5 kilos.
Right.
That's 20. That's 1.3 kilos plus a little bit more. So that's about 1.5 now. So that's 3 kilos just there. So 23 kilos. Yeah, I mean that's a big jump if you think about it.
Mm.
I've not even bothered to put any more chalk in my hands yet. I'll in the competition I'll definitely be chalking my hands a lot. It's gonna feel like a lot. Yeah. In fact, that's slipping.
Enough.
You can see you're not squeezing hard enough because my timber board thing's now slipping. So you need to really squeeze.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
That was quite hard. That was a bit of a jump.
No, it's actually, I shouldn't do that because it spoils the video, doesn't it? Yeah, you'll be able to lift more than that with your right hand, I think.
Oh yeah.
So yeah.
I think I was maybe like an extra kilo or something.
Sounds a bit more sensible.
Yeah.
I think I might end it now. I don't want to be showing off in front of things. It's not supposed to make me look like a prat. People think, what a git, you know.
Don't mind. So where's like optimal?
Well, I try and, again, just like when I'm doing single hand, I'm trying to kind of thumb first and then do fingers. Just because you're pulling away from the thumb ultimately anyway. Just like, imagine like claw grip but with a better surface. Ooh.
Yeah, it's slipping and...
Yeah, I mean a good little hint is that extension board wouldn't be moving if you were squeezing it enough. So you need to just up your power a bit on that.
That's what, yeah. That's...
Double-handed, that's not going to go anywhere. So
no.
you're fine, yeah, because you both hand. There's no way that's going to be a problem when you're doing that. So, put on 10 or 15. And so 33. So I'll try and go quickly through this.
No, I can start using like double hand on it.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And start doing like just holding it in place kind of thing.
That didn't feel good.
No?
No, for me that was really bad.
Mm.
So I'm definitely down a bit on strength. Hopefully I'll be dialed in a month's time. I'll hopefully wake everything up. Maybe it's 2 1/4. So 35 1/4.
Losing a bit of skin.
Not really luck, is it? Yeah, considering I've done 2 fingers and I've done this kind of work before.
Mm.
It's a zero already, isn't it? One of those for you. It's not very grip. Not very grippy at all. The actual equipment in the competition is going to be grippier.
Mhm.
So let's see
It's
if
better to train in less optimal conditions sometimes.
Yeah. Let's see if I can cut out the middleman.
Oh.
Is there sometimes that's a hindrance, you know?
Mhm.
I'll take off a kilo.
Is the use of tape in competitions not?
It's illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have thought so.
Not allowed anything. Nothing. No, all plasters have to get ripped off. So we only do 2 fingers with a thumb.
Oh.
No. Okay, let's do 2 hand.
Yeah. Let me have a quick go on the 2-hand with that weight, if that's all right.
Oh yeah, yeah. So if you can apply a decent amount of pressure now. Yeah. If you strip it down to just the 20 at the bottom and then, oh no, it's only 15, isn't it? So take it all off. We'll probably put a 20 at the bottom then we can just have that as a base. I should have the other, for times like that, I should have the other loading pin ready
Take
to
this off. And
Yeah.
Put a 20.
Yeah. I've got some. I've got denser 20s in there that don't have holes in them, but you know, because they're similar size to the 15s, so that kind of looks good when they're on top of the others. I can do like a nice stack for really heavy lift.
What do you want on as well? Another 20? Or?
Well, yeah. If you put on, yeah.
Where are we at?
So that's currently only 23.
But what did we have before?
So that was
Something like
35. No, that was 34 and a quarter. So if you go up to 40, 43, I think you managed more than that last time. So
Yeah.
yeah, you managed. I think your biggest lift was.
I need to write it down, really.
Well, yeah. Well, you had a 5 kilo plate on top of that. So.
Let's see if I can get 46. That would be.
Well, you got 48, didn't you? Last time. That was your best lift.
I'm going to reapply the tape because I can
Wake
sense myself about to bleed.
Wake up my left hand. But it's funny how the left hand hardly ever gets used, and you think it's kind of important for 2-hand lifts. I should do something with it. I should train it. I mean, I think the reason that some of my friends lift more than me on these 2-hand pinches isn't because their right hand is stronger than mine. It's because their left hand is almost as strong as their right hand.
Closer to, yeah.
Yeah, whereas because I've got a really weak left hand, it's sort of, or you know, much weaker. It's not really weak, but it's sort of not really helping me.
Yeah. I can see that. That's why I try and do like as much one-handed stuff as possible, so it doesn't like fall behind as much.
I want to really badly want to improve on my adjustable Euro pinch world record, because it's a miracle that no one's beaten it yet. They've been really close, and it's like I'm on borrowed time, because there's guys I know who can beat. There's a few guys who I know every day of the week they'll be able to beat that record. They just haven't been able to get.
The Euro pinch?
It's the adjustable, those 2 metal plates where you can adjust the thickness.
Right. Okay.
And because they're circular, you know, and you have to have an equal weight both sides.
Right.
I see a lot of people showing off with Euro pinch with all the weights on one side. It doesn't count because it's a lot easier if it's all pulling off one side. I've just a small thing. I've noticed you go down as you're lifting. Go down and then lift. So you're fully applied. You know,
What do you mean? So-
because grabbing at anything is going to take away some of your potential. You've got to have full contact when you're going for it. So it's better to fully grip and then push it, then like squeeze that extra bit before lift.
So squeeze it.
Yes, I like. Usually I won't like the time that my fingers go down. if I'm not being disciplined, then it will be pretty quick after I've put my fingers down. But if you're being really well timed, you want to guarantee that you're
Got full contact on
full
the thing before you
contact
do.
during, because it's you're feeling the pressure points. Yeah, and if you generally, I don't know how it works, but if you grab at something, you slip.
Yeah,
In
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well that was easy. So what do you think? 5 more?
Yeah, okay.
So this will equal your
Yeah, that
one from last time, and the one you failed on last time was the 2 5. So it was basically 53 kilos was your nemesis. Can I just point out something as well? This is slightly harder to lift when it's not on a carabiner. The fact that it's a fixed lift, which is actually, so it's telling, if you manage to get this, it's actually slightly harder than what you did last time.
Okay.
Generally, the more live the lift, the easier it is, you can lift more weight. I have no idea what the mechanics are behind that.
Interesting, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it's physically, it's that's weak. It's the horizontal pressure you're not putting it in.
See, I'm trying to focus on that as well, and it's annoying when I can feel it slip.
Pull into those. One thing you can do. Some people do this. I don't, but some people physically twist their hands during the lift.
What, so like push.
They'll literally push their hands in
Like,
this direction.
yeah.
During the lift. Serco Patterman does that, and a few other people. Yeah, that's better.
I kind of felt that helped a bit.
Well, it helps me only on timed holds. So basically, if I lift it up conventionally, then right as I'm starting to run out of power, I can start to really twist. Whereas when on generally I find on max lifts, I'm trying to concentrate more on quality.
Yeah. Go on, you can have a go.
Yep, so we're going to get to that big one now.
Yeah.
So
That's like 54 point something.
53. So now, but do you want to see exactly what it weighs? Let's see. So my guess was 53. It might be slightly more.
Yeah, I think it's like 53.5 or something.
It's coming to the time of year I need to recalibrate these scales at 53.1. So I was almost
Almost spot on.
It's good to know what your weights are, you know.
Oh yeah.
With your own equipment.
I'm gonna start recording mine, just so I've got
53.1. That's a very respectable weight. I would say that's less likely to slip the heavier that you're lifting, because you're
Interesting.
physically putting more pressure into it.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Well, you probably understand more better than I do on these things.
Where can I record it? Keep notes.
Well, whilst you're doing that, I'll do it.
Would be, so what I done was 48.1.
Okay.
Not bad.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Not too bad. I'm not gonna go for that. So I'm not gonna get it.
Well, 53 is decent. You'll get it.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you just have to get that. You need to be quite determined.
I'm struggling with motivation.
The motivation. Imagine you're almost at your best, at the top of your best run, your best level maybe like a level 7 or something on the bouldering, and you're that last bit, and you've already got past the jump. You caught yourself, but there's that one damn round block. It's like you feel you're going to go. You've got to put that extra effort in to stay on. Imagine you're way up, fear of falling.
I fell.
You'll get it, you're going to get it. I mean, goodness, you know, it's not going to take long to get up there. 50. So if I put on a 20, then that would be say exactly the same as my best last time. So if I put on...
You put on a 20 and then like a...
tiny bit more. So 15... So 25.
That's well done.
Yeah. 78. Actually, that's rather heavy.
It is.
Oh, you know.
Oh, fucking go for it.
No harm in giving it a go. I mean,
Yeah.
You only live however many times you live.
Once apparently.
Trouble is, last time I failed it the first time, and then I had to just shift it up a gear. And it's very difficult to. You can't just switch it on automatically. It's something you have to kind of find. It's almost like you're in the dark and you're trying to find the right setting on the shelf, and you don't always find it. So it can be extremely frustrating, you know.
Yeah, it's funny like the crossover between this and like climbing on your limit as well.
Yeah, this is real proper limit. If I even scare this, I'd be very happy.
Oh.
The reason unfortunately when I slipped, my nail struck the edge of it as it came up, so fortunately my nail's still on. I've had that where I've torn my nail off before, and I don't want that for the competition.
No.
But no, that's fine.
Terrible.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Had some movement.
squeeze
at least.
harder.
You going again?
Yeah, it felt wonderful. Yeah. It's a pity it's not a solid block.
Yeah,
It's going to be a lot easier when I might bind up a bit more. I think there's a chance I could get it. I mean, I'd say a chance. We're talking about a very small chance. Come on. Trouble is the pain shooting through my thumb just then was a bit enough to get my heart rate up. So it's like sort of it kind of tells you, your body's trying to tell you, please don't do it. And the other part of you is trying to say, well, I really want to do it. I want to do it, man. So it's like.
I get that sometimes while I'm climbing, where you're like, you know, if you're on like that video that I sent the other day, where you like dry fire like really hard off of something.
Oh god!
And it just
yeah,
like it raises your heart rate, and you kind of give yourself like the doubt.
Yeah, you don't want any doubt.
No.
I mean, there's it's that horrible psychological.
I reckon like a good portion of like this and like climbing and stuff is like entirely mental.
Oh yeah, I think so. It's like when I was saying last week it was 75% this and whatever that. It's not that I was putting in only 75% effort, putting in a lot of effort, but it, you know, a lot of the importance is on the mental aspect of it. It's because your body's now thinking, oh hang on, my thumb just felt like it was going to come off. Do I really want to go for that? No. So then I've got to tell myself, look, You're going to be alright. If you slip, you've got a month for your nail to heal. There'll be time. And the number of times I've injured myself, the injuries don't tend to be on the main record attempt, it's on that extra lift. So I don't class this as an extra lift at the moment. I class this as a valid attempt. And I'm kind of trying to fool myself into thinking I don't usually injure myself on valid attempts. Yeah. One thing, do you feel very sweaty? I'm feeling very warm.
It's humidity
it's
and
not
how
good
hot
for
it is.
lifting, so I am going to basically
I've been sweating my ass off at the gym for the past hour and a half as well.
dry as I can get it.
Come on.
Oh, that's sitting there.
Isn't squeezing hard enough to roam?
Never mind, I'm just going to...
Alright, I had to give you that back there.
You know what, I could probably deliberately put screws into there and put pressure on the steel. Come on, it's really hurting my shoulders. What to do? Well, maybe if I do it guns, I'll do it the other way around, see if that helps. This is that one attempt too many, isn't it? I will see. I don't know. Right.
Find the place.
No.
No.
You know, I felt like the first two attempts, I felt like it was possible. Okay, so next. Oh, the shoulders are feeling it. Yeah. What do you fancy? So let's try grab ball whilst we've still got any energy at all, because that's one thing that the energy's just pulled off. What do you think? I should WD-40 the crusher? So
I enjoy the crusher.
yeah, okay, let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm happy with both.
Cool. So that one's, it's moving, but it would be nice if it moves. I don't know. I just want to make sure that it's at least as difficult as the one at the competition, if not more so. The last thing you want is a really rusted, like a one immovable.
Well, it's not. Yeah. It's not legit, is it?
You know. Well, it's you need to be able to simulate what you're going to be competing on. So it's the same equipment. It's just.
There's like brand new, basically.
No, this is like mine, but oh, that's better. Oh, that's going to get nasty. That's going to be really smooth. Yeah, that's better. Look at that. That's better. I don't like. If it was fully seized up, you'd think, yeah, I can lift loads on it, but it'd be absolutely worthless, wouldn't it? Because it's not going to be useful for competitions. So what I usually do, I'm told for the King Kong competition to oil this up the week before. There's no point. If I oil it up a week before the competition, it will be stiff. So I have to oil it up on the day almost, otherwise it's just like worthless. I mean, look at that. That's going to be really difficult. Okay. Having said that, admittedly, I don't know how good the other people in the world are, in the other venues are oiling it. So it might be that sometimes we overdo it and it's harder than the other competitors.
It's a shame there's no like standardised, I don't know, like a new piece of equipment we used every single time, if you know what I mean. Probably obviously quite expensive, but
well, the thing is,
if there are ways to like standardise it.
The thing is, if it's a single venue, then yeah, absolutely, you could buy a new crusher, and it will be not rusty for maybe 1 month.
Yeah, it's a shame it rusts so quick.
Yeah, but of course you've got people all over the world. It's better that you're the same as everyone else, and everyone else is sort of rusty, but it has to be able to move freely.
I can't remember what I got last time.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think we might struggle this time because it's like even smoother, but we'll see.
That's alright.
So last time the one you failed at was oh no, you got the 60.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Wow.
I'm fairly sure you did.
Wow.
I'm fairly sure you did.
That sounds strong to me.
Well, you say that, but it's a lot easier than the circus dumbbell. So just remember that thumb. It's got you know that thing where I said, oh, it feels like the skin's going to bunch in my thumb. Nice. Let's get it. About 45 kilos right there, getting onto it. Shall we see, and then we'll know what we're adding on.
Yep.
0. Yep, go ahead. So I'm reckoning 45. That's 44.85. Okay. So if I put on that 45. So that means we put on whatever plus that, and then you know what it is. So what do you want? So 10 more?
5.
5.
I don't know if I believe you that I got this.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Well, I look at the video. So that's exactly 50. We'll look at the video. Yeah, look at the YouTube. It might be that you're right, but.
I can feel that like rolling.
Yeah, it's the whole little hand problem, isn't it? Oh, that was nasty, yeah? Yeah, that doesn't feel good. What do you reckon, 2.5?
Yeah. Go for that. I think that may be close to my max. Do you think grip is one of those things that benefits from doing low reps but high weight?
Yeah. I never do high reps.
No?
No, never. I'll do timed holds more than high reps.
Yeah.
Timed holds are good because it actually gets you to the limit. High reps you're just going to get gassed out and you just don't put on the muscle. Well, you might put on low quality muscle like bodybuilding, but this isn't about bodybuilding. Nice.
No way I'm getting that with the left.
Oh, I haven't even tried that with my left. Yeah, I don't think I would. Yeah, I don't think in a million
I'm scared it is, you'd say.
Yeah, I think my left would be hopeless for this. Well, you have to bear in mind I've got no cup on my left either, so it's sort of like entirely thumb strength. No,
You got the right.
Yeah.
That was like that was probably just on my limit. That.
Yeah. So
what did we have before that?
So this is 55. No, so this is 40. That was 50. That was it's 55 now. So it was 50 before, wasn't it? Was it 50? Hang on, shit. Hang on. Oh yes.
It was the 45 plus the little one.
Oh yes, it was 50. Yes, so it was. So
57.5.
So that was 57.5. Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Oh,
Not bad.
Or is it? Hang on.
Should we just weigh it in half?
40. Because that's 5. Yeah, so 45. So that's 50. That you got 50 before, and 52.5.
52.5.
52.5. So that's which is fine. But I mean now it's up to 55. So.
Oh, that feel.
Pretty yucky. I never really know. Well, it could be like really close to the fail, and I'm never quite sure. So just stability and kind of yes. You see the timing of your hold. Why timed holds can help with that, because that was having to put on a lot of pressure for a scary amount of time. It's like 3, 4, 5 seconds. It's kind of it gets a little bit difficult.
I'm pretty happy with that.
Good. So.
So what was that, 55 did you say?
That was 55, yeah.
Not bad.
So, did you want to try more?
Maybe like half a kilo?
Oh,
About
okay.
half a kilo?
So I've knocked it on 2.5. Half a kilo.
I'll be cooked after that, so.
Half a kilo. It always annoys me that you get like so-called micro plate packs, and they include 2.5 kilos, 1 kilos, but they're not micros, though. You know, micros should be really small.
Half a kilo. And
Yeah, I mean, of that little, get a little 0.15, and then I've got a load of quarters. Try not to give it so near to the yeah. Wow, that really was on the limit, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I could feel it as it was going up. Though it was like close.
Okay. So
I'm still very happy with 55 kilos. That was
good.
Excellent.
Let's see if I can move 60. But the thing is, I managed 65 last week, but that was 65 with an easier, it was a less oily handle. This is now.
Yeah, that's why.
This is way
well
harder.
greasy.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is hard. If I can get it like this every time I train, it's pretty good, because it means that it's probably going to be a little bit harder than what's in the competition. I mean, last time I struggled to get it to move at all. You know, to get it going. Oh, well, this is going to pinch the old thumb.
And that didn't feel too bad for me.
No, but it's because you got plaster.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not
that
going to lift
quite
any
hard.
more. No, I'm not going to lift any more than that. No. That was greasy.
It went up quite quick.
Yeah.
It looked hard, but it didn't look like it was grinding it out.
No, it went up as fast as it was the speed at which I was gripping it. So any faster I would have dropped it, any slower I would have dropped it, because it would have run up puff. So it's like, you know, you get what you get. Now it's the fun one. It's the grab fork. I love the grab fork. I love it. There's just something about it. It just seems like...
I find it so annoying that, like, putting the web of your thing, the web of your thumb over that thing, it feels like such a fine line between, like, cheating and not. Not cheating, but making it easier.
Well, you just make sure that it's visibly
not.
Visibly not,
Yeah.
Just start really relaxed. So I tend to kind of, you know, it's pretty obvious that that's a legal lift.
Oh, is it? So I thought you weren't allowed. So
your web isn't supposed to go over the edge of it.
Yes. Okay. So your web can go. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, that's not so bad.
Oh, you can go there.
For some reason I assumed it had to be before that, like
No,
before, like the internal corner.
No. That would be a nightmare. But no, it has to be the whole of the web, the whole of that flange has to be visible, all of it.
Okay. All right.
So simple as.
That's not so bad.
Yeah. I don't think it's bad. I think it's a great one. I think it's a really, really nice little piece of equipment.
I can't stick around too long.
Oh, that's alright. My wife's indoors, and I'm going to watch a film or something. And
that sounds nice.
yeah.
My girlfriend's been out doing freelance work for her graphic design. Yeah.
For the what?
she does graphic design, so
that's nice.
she knows like very like basic programming, but she
You can go a long way with just a few tools if it's more the artistic skill. What you can do. I do so much with accessories, paint, and it's like you get my architect when he's got Photoshop, and I used to use Photoshop all the time back in the day, but they won't even buy it for me. So it's like, oh, but I have to explain something to an idiot builder who will not understand what I'm asking of him. So I physically have to do it by editing photos, old school, you know. So literally, copy paste, and I can do really good. I can do photorealistic montages by using bits of photos, you know. And actually, they wouldn't know. They probably think I've got some posh sort of software. But at least I get it done. And in the meantime, I live in hope that one day my bosses will be kind enough to give me the equipment. Anyway. I mean, another thing is SketchUp. Yeah, I used to be a dab hand at that, do 3D buildings. It's really good for showing people the principles. And again, you won't get it from me. It costs like nothing. So, I can't remember what you managed last time. So
no, me neither.
let's try 50. No, 50 is going to be too much, isn't it?
Try 40.
Try what?
We'll try 40 and work up from there.
Yeah. So that's going to be about. It's about 3, isn't it? Yeah. 53. So. I tend to kind of start with my monkey grip, fingers hovering forwards into a hook.
Like that?
Yeah, I kind of concentrate on fingertip pressure. And thumb and fingertip pressure, yeah. So see, that's why it's almost the best one for rock climbing, is because it's kind of, you've got to get that cut. Yeah. Quite hard. I'm going to do it with my left. Feeling pretty strong at the moment.
You're not feeling strong, or you are feeling?
Feeling very.
Oh, you are feeling strong, right?
Yeah, but I want to be able to get up to twice their weight eventually. So it's like, you know, I'm not there yet. So what do you want? 5?
Yep. Go for 5.
I reckon.
Yeah, because I think what I'd like to try and do is like focus on getting many good quality lifts, rather than just like shooting up to like the max.
Yeah. I mean, quality is going to get you there, but you don't want to get many. I mean, I've done.
Not like 10. But
No, it's like I've done a few showy off videos where I did 95 lifts of 17 kilos on the halfpenny once, and it's like no one. Firstly, it's never going to be a competition where you do it for reps, and it's certainly not going to make me better for max lifts. Ooh. It was all in the fingertips. Hanging off the old edge, isn't it? Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Cliff hanging. So you managed on the right, didn't you? So
yeah.
What do you want?
The right doesn't feel like totally gassed. Another 2.5 maybe?
Yep. Incidentally, I know exactly what these weigh. The smaller weights are weigh on a proper little digital food scale, so I've got very, that's 2.57. You know, it's always good. It doesn't matter how much you spend on your weights. It matters what your weights weigh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have to get super accurate weights as long as you know what you're lifting. Most of my weights are from Strength Shop and just sort of Amazon standard sort of things. If there's ever a deal. I reckon you're going to get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try and relax into it as a kind of a show-off move, you know. There was a thing that I used to do. I should do it more often. I used to do the copying Yuha Haji, where Yuha Haji used to put his thumb up. He used to, do that during a lift at the top. And the good thing about that is even if he gets it right at the end before putting it down, it's like you've got a target, you know, and then in the shot, but still it looks like you're holding it for days, you know. Of course, in reality, you're only holding it for a moment. You get there, yeah. The fact that you've got air means you've got the weight, you know. You've got it soft.
So what did I get before that? 45, 48.1, I think.
48, yeah. Right, so oh, no, that's too much, isn't it? 73. Don't think I've ever managed this much weight, but I don't know. Hey, start too heavy, then go down. Why not? You know, it's nothing more fun than going for it. Well, more fun than going for it is actually getting lifted. Oh, I scared it. I definitely felt it quiver in its boots there.
So, sorry, what's this thing called?
Grab ball.
A grab ball.
From FBBC, so the Fat Bastard Barbell Company. Incidentally, so Andrew Pant, don't know how to pronounce it, Pant. He's not a fat guy. I don't know why he's called it that. 65. Ooh, it's pretty heavy. 68. I mean, that's chunky weight. It's so humid. It feels like it should be thunder tonight, just because it's so.
It's meant to be a thunderstorm today.
Yeah.
Or now.
Okay, going to go for 68. I think might be a personal best if I get this.
Yeah.
Close to it.
Oh. That was intense.
Yeah, I felt it. It was like, felt like those, you know, where you get like the claw marks down the dungeon walls there. I'm going to give it a bit more chalky, and then I want to get that arrogant smile at the top. You know, it always looks good if I get a personal best with a smile on my face. Now my body's thinking, oh, I recognise this.
Prepping your CNS.
Yeah, whatever that means. What does that mean?
Central nervous system.
Oh, well, yes, that's the one.
Yeah. It's just like, sometimes like when you go for like very big lifting, or I used to do it, you know, say with like a squat or something, sometimes it's nice just to like take it off the rack and just see how it like feels.
I used to do that with the number 3 Captains of Crush. So before I ever managed to close it, I used to do assisted closes.
Yeah.
So my hand would get used to how much that feels. But it didn't really help, because by the time I was able to close it, it didn't feel that heavy. You know, it didn't hurt my hand as much. And then of course when I can't close it, it feels like it's never going to go any near. So it's a weird thing where actually things feel easy when you're actually on the ball. You know, if you're in the zone and you're actually up to enough strength, it usually feels not too bad. I think there's very few records where I've got the record and it felt like I was right on the edge. Often it's been like, well, you know.
Yeah. Come on. Banging.
Smile.
Banging.
Yes.
Good job. That was excellent.
Yes. Oh, that's good.
How much is that? 68, did you say?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Too
fucking
soon.
good.
Yeah, we can sort of check.
Fucking knee hanging off the end of that.
Yeah, that's like. Well, Oh yeah, this is like
I weigh 76.
so I'm 71, so it's not much.
Mostly in the forearms.
Oh, 67.4, 67.5, 67.55. I can't complain.
No.
It's bloody good weight.
Yeah, that's outrageous.
Right,
Well
okay.
done.
What do you want to do just for before you go? Just something
Yeah,
easy.
we'll do one more.
Something easy and quick. So,
Don't know. Let's have a look.
Let's do it. One. So,
Is there anything that you're training for?
well, yeah, gold bar, but I don't think we're going to lift heavy weights now after that. The other thing, handshake. Again, you probably could have struggled with that. That's going to be a long way. It's not the easiest to do that, no. It's like, anyway, this month I'm going to go to the record, isn't it? Okay, half out. This is fun because it's quite easy on the fingers, but it's easy. And you can just sort of grab little things. It's a great warm down thing because it's sort of there's no pressure to go for a particular weight. You just go for something that feels good. And it's a lot easier than a half penny because you can kind of feel it's quite grippy. And the record on this is unsurprisingly quite light. It's like 32 kilos or something like that.
Quite weak.
You might be tightening it up there, dude. Yeah, I think you're going the wrong way. Or were you?
I don't think I will. No,
Oh.
I think you just extra tightened it.
Oh. Yeah, it's that. It's a bit sticky. But that's a brand new one. I only got it last week. This is going to be fun. This is something where you're not under any pressure to lift a lot of weight, but the tombstone I got done especially because there was a guy from Australia who literally he welded a penny to a piece of to a bar like that. It was a bit scrappy, a bit off centre like that, but it was a little bit easier than this because it had a bit of, it was a bit rounded. But this one is a good interpretation of that. So it's great to kind of relive someone else's famous lift. So I've not managed to go a lot over his record, funny enough. It's right on it, it's kind of not added a lot to it. Nice. So just line it up. No point in me doing that. I can lift quite a lot. Nice, that's a really decent weight. See what this weighs, Supervisor? Yeah, that's really good. Bloody good, actually. I think that's well over average. It's funny, I used to have a power pack especially for plugging this in, and now I just use batteries. It's like, oh, I might as well just use batteries. 17 3/4.
Yeah, not bad.
Pretty good. So you can do got a little 1/4 kilo microplate if you want.
Oh yeah.
So, to me, that's the smallest that a microplate should be. And they say microplate, and then they're putting 1 kilo plates in the mix. It's just dodgy. My thing would be, can I put 10 kilos on that and move it? So probably not. That's like a quarter. Wow.
Yeah, it's funny how.
Quarter difference. Lunacy, isn't it? It's because you're starting to grab at it.
Hmm?
You're starting to grab at it again. It's going to just flatten out on you, so it just seems a bit more tight on your pinch.
Still, I'm pretty happy with
Yeah,
the 17.3.
that's really good. Yeah. So let's try.
What's your record in this?
I can't remember. It was must be. I think it was just. I think it was 60 over 65 pounds. So they were all 66 or something.
So it's like
So
30
it's like
kilos.
28 kilos, something, or was it 30?
About that 2.2, isn't it?
That's too much. What am I doing?
Yeah, I know. It's fucking crazy.
Let's try this. Not the best conditions for this. Oh no, hell no. It's not happening today, is it? Oh. I'm not on that kind of standard at the moment. Right, so.
Yeah. Nice.
Ooh. A bit dodged that one. It did feel like it was going to slip. So, 21.75. Oh, that's nothing. I mean, for what I've done in
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
dear.
isn't it?
Two and a half. So warm.
Yeah, it's horrible. Oh. Close.
Yeah. I mean, I was getting, I don't know, let's do it in pounds actually. So this, if I manage it, 65 is the magic number, because that's the famous, it's only 53.6 pounds that. So, yeah, so 65 pounds is about 30 kilos, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.